A regular season rivalry spills into the postseason as the Celina Bulldogs take on the St. Mary's Roughriders in the opening game of the Division II sectional tournament. Stay tuned after the break for the Game Face Ohio pregame show. You're watching TSC High School Hoops.
You're on the go and don't have time for cords to be tying you down. That's why TSC created the Cord Cutter Bundle. You get big savings for bundling internet and cable, and there's no phone requirement. Choose from 20 megabyte, 50 megabyte, or 100 megabyte speeds. No phone, minimal TV, and all lightning fast internet. Ask about the Cord Cutter Bundles and come home to TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Welcome to Findlay High School, normally the home of the Trojans, but tonight it's home to sectional tournament boys basketball action. Austin Scooter, Scott, and Roman Youngpeter will be bringing you this one tonight. Well, Roman, tonight we have a rivalry rematch, and what a better time to do it than in tournament season. So what can we expect to see here tonight between the Celina Bulldogs and the St. Mary's Roughriders?
It's going to be a hard-fought battle, just like it was earlier in the season. St. Mary's came out on top in that matchup, and I think these two teams are going to battle it out. First game was chippy. It was rough on the inside, rough on the outside. It was rough everywhere. I think with these two teams, it's going to be that way, and it's no different than any time, any game this year of the tournament. It's always nip and tuck. So.
And we'll have that to look forward to here tonight. And now let's look at the keys to the game tonight, starting with the Celina Bulldogs. And now, Roman, what are the green and white going to have to do to pick up the victory here and move on to the sectional championship game?
First off, Celina's got to get Sweeterman going early this game. Last game against St. Mary's, he really struggled to get it going, especially early on. He could not hit any outside shots, which he's usually good at. And if they get him going early, it's going to be a whole different ball game. Secondly, you need 4 consistent quarters from Merlin. Merlin's their stud on the inside. He makes things happen for the Celina team. If he has 4 consistent quarters, I think the first game they played, he started off real hot and then sort of trailed off towards the end. If he plays for 4 quarters, it's going to give Celina a heck of an advantage. Lastly, no second chances. They got to box out, get every loose ball, get every rebound, and that's going to lead them to victory.
And now for the Roughriders, they were able to pick up the regular season victory over the Bulldogs, but what are they going to have to do tonight to repeat that success?
They're going to have to execute their offense. St. Mary's is known for their execution in the half court. They do that, they're going to get good offense tonight. Secondly, 4 consistent quarters from Dunlap. Last time we seen Dunlap play against Walpock, he started out hot, didn't get it going in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Need 4 quarters from him, and the Welker factor third. if Wilker has a big game, St. Mary's is going to have a good chance to win.
Thank you very much for the keys tonight, Roman. And as you can see, it is time for the national anthem at Findlay High School. So stay tuned after the break as we'll bring you the starting lineups and the tip.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Number 23, Cloudy, is
Have you heard about TSC's referral program? Refer your friends and family and you both get a credit matching the services they chose. That's right, we'll credit your invoice. There's no limit to the number of friends you can refer. So come back to your local hometown provider and bring your friends and family with you. We'll reward you both.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
IC Signs designs, creates, and installs custom eye-catching signs. We use state-of-the-art technology to produce indoor and outdoor signs, LED message boards, and vehicle wraps. We can also help you with LED light conversion, sign refurbishing, custom t-shirts, promotional items, and your print needs. Whether you know what you want or have no idea, trust the experience of IC Signs. Call IC Signs at 419-738-6640.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
They have a double-digit lead. Braden Dunlap, a third three-pointer here early, and that's no good. I know Craig Simchek, he's going to want Dunlap to post up down low here. Nice pass, a couple nice passes by the Bulldogs, and one for Cole Merlin.
Good strong finish there from Merlin. That's his bread and butter right there throughout the whole season.
The ball movement for the Celina Bulldogs has been very impressive here in the opening quarter, and now to start out the second as well, as Merlin's free throw short, unable to convert on the three-point play, but that does have the Bulldogs out to a 12-point lead.
Celina's switching their defense to half-court 2-1-2.
Nice look down inside to Bo Kenning. Layup just rolls around the rim and out. I thought he had that. Wilker steps into a three.
He did.
He hit it, but he walked into it, and that's going to be a Rough Rider turnover.
They sped him up. They wanted to use that 2-1-2 to speed up St. Mary's. They weren't quite ready for it. Plus, St. Mary's was going to run their lob play out of that quarter, so we
have seen that here to open up the quarter in multiple of our games we've done here this season.
I'm sure Celina's coach had that in mind.
Now Merlin back out, Flouty three ball, no good. Comes down. Two Bulldogs try to come down with the rebound twice here, as Merlin and Yenzer both fought for it both times, unable to come up with any points though. And now Mielke three-pointer, got it. We apologize for the audio issues there. And now we have a Rough Rider substitution. Bo Kenning back into the game as he replaces Colin Clements.
Celina's really, in this first half, inside out. They're looking for the post down low, and they're doing a good job attacking the basket and then kicking it out to an open three-point shooter.
And now Merlin finds Schwederman, top of the key. Three balls no good, but we're going to get a foul away from the ball. And that's going to be a Celina foul, Corbin Murphy, and that's going to be Celina's 14th foul.
Murphy's still bringing that energy. Sometimes when you bring that energy, you'll get a foul every now and then just because you're playing hard. You know, sometimes fouling's not the worst thing in the world.
That's right. That's why they give you 5 of them. And
they changed it.
Yes, they did. Okay, they're going to call St. Mary's for the loose ball, a rebounding foul there. Don't know who they assessed that to.
They just called out of bounds. I don't know.
Not sure, but yes, they did change the call, so the ball does stay here on the Celina end. And now the Roughriders have 14 fouls. Inbounds pass by Yenzer, looks down low. Merlin's shot knocked away by Braden Dunlap. And now Wilker to the hole, tries to finish, and Brett Schwederman gets a block of his own. And now we have another jump ball.
St. Mary's having a hard time early on. They hit a 3 last time down, but in pretty much every possession they're having a hard time getting the ball to go in from wherever they shoot, from the 3 or at the rim.
Celina looks inside. Nice back cut by Cole Merlin there. A nice play between him and Corbin Murphy. Unable to get it, and now Braden Dunlap gets whistled for the travel, and the Roughriders turn the basketball over.
Dunlap and Merlin going at it. Down low. Who's going to dominate the paint down there? It's going to take effort.
And to Murphy in the corner. Bulldogs working around.
St. Mary's changed the defenses in a 2-3 zone. Try to switch it up. See if they can't get Celina to change things up, but more of the same. Murphy at the rim trying to finish.
Murphy goes up, he's fouled, he's gonna get a pair. And the St. Mary's foul gonna go against Braden Dunlap, his first, team's 5th. As the first free throw by Corbin Murphy hits back iron and then bounces in. Second here on the way from Murphy. And he's got both. Bulldogs up by 11, 18-7 here, just under 6 minutes to play in the first half.
A little full court man from Celina here, changing it up.
Bulldogs playing really tight on defense here.
Celina from the opening tips sort of had St. Mary's half-court offense off balance. They can't quite get in a rhythm.
And as you mentioned, definitely speeding the Roughriders up much more than they want to go with their patient offense. As Kyle Flouty stepped through, shot no good. He bats the ball back out to Schwederman. Now Yenzer, 3-ball, no good. And Merlin might be getting whistled here for an over-the-back call, and in fact he is.
He's sort of out of position there, sort of a little bit of a 2-hand shove in the back.
And now Merlin, that's going to be his first of the game. Celina's 4th as a team, as Bo Kenning comes to the bench for the Roughriders, and Ethan Steger checks back into the ball game. Roughriders over Ethan Mielke. 3-ball is good. Ethan Mielke's got the 3 and pulls the Riders within 8. Celina look down low to Murphy. And the Bulldogs not making any bones about it here. They're going to go inside to Merlin and Murphy as much as they can in this one.
Well, I think when you kind of focus Merlin, sort of their #1 guy down there in the paint, I think St. Mary's focuses on him a little bit too much coming out tonight, and Murphy's, taking advantage.
First shot by Murphy is no good. Able to hit both the last time he was at the line. And let's see what he can do on the second. Second shot is up and good. Now Austin Wilker bringing the ball up. Kyle Flouty all over him. And now Dunlap drive, kick out to Mielke. Another 3-pointer is no good. Cole Merlin with the rebound. Brett Schwederman over to Austin Oakley.
St. Mary's still in the 2-3 zone here.
Schwederman 3-ball, he kind of second thought about it, and it falls up short. Didn't know, I think, if he wanted to pass or put that one up. I don't think he realized how wide open he was there and kind of hesitated.
It's 2-3 zone St. Mary's is playing down at the other end. Kind of got Celina off balance here for a little bit.
Austin Wilker misses. Cole Merlin with the rebound. As the Bulldogs are going to try to find a way to attack this 2-3 zone like Roman mentioned. Loudy trying to look down inside to Murphy. Ball gets kicked away. That's going to stay with the Bulldogs. And now back in for the Bulldogs, a high energy guard in Jimmy Briand, as well as Brandon Yenzer. And back into the game is Casson Eichenauer for the Bulldogs. Briand reversing the ball over to Eichenauer. And now Oakley over to Briand.
Kind of a pivotal possession here, and run down in the second quarter, see if St. Mary's can stay within striking distance.
Bulldogs trying to probe the 2-3, and Austin Oakley gets a friendly Findlay High School roll there as he's able to get the three-pointer to go. Bulldogs back ahead into double digits, 22-10. Down inside that Stager on the baseline, kicks it out to Austin Wilker. Three-pointer no good. Tough battle for the basketball on the rebound. And Ethan Mielke is going to get whistled for the foul. And that's going to be St. Mary's team 8th foul, maybe 7th, either way. The Bulldogs are going to be shooting free throws.
St. Mary's just having a rough night so far down on the offensive end. Coach going to take a timeout, talk it over.
And now we're going to get a timeout, and we're going to take it with them. Here with 2:52 remaining in the first half, the Celina Bulldogs up 12, 22-10 on the Roughriders.
You're on the go and don't have time for cords to be tying you down. That's why TSC created the Cord Cutter Bundle. You get big savings for bundling internet and cable, and there's no phone requirement. Choose from 20 megabyte, 50 megabyte, or 100 megabyte speeds. No phone, minimal TV, and all lightning fast internet. Ask about the Cord Cutter Bundles and come home to TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Craig Simchek wanting to take a timeout and talk this one over with the Roughriders. And Roman, do you think he was maybe trying to get his team to settle in here? They are facing a 12-point deficit right now, and all the momentum seems to be going the Celina way.
I think there's 3 minutes to go here. He wants to get something going on, maybe try to get back in within the lead here, but Celina taking advantage. They didn't take care of the ball.
Austin Oakley and Brandon Yenzer, a two-man game on the break, and Yenzer gets the finish. And now the Bulldogs lead up to 14. Floater in the lane by Drew Jacobs, no good. Ball gets batted around. Austin Wilker, three-pointer will go.
St. Mary's needs him to get going here towards the end of the second quarter.
Wilker with the three ball. And now it's 24-13.
Roughriders still in the 2-3 zone.
Step back, Caston Eichenauer, three ball, bottoms. And he hits another one. Had one here in the first quarter. He's got one in the second as well. As Austin Wilker tries to take it on the drive, and he misses, but he's going to get fouled.
I think Wilker had that look in his eye he had at that last home game. Starting to realize he's got to put it on his shoulders.
He was attacking, knocking down three balls, anything he could offensively, and it was going in for him. As now we're going to have some substitutions coming in for St. Mary's. The first time tonight, Sam Young into the ball game. And on the Bulldog side, Corbin Murphy and Kyle Flouty checking back in. Wilker's free throw is good. And now Roughriders still facing that 12-point deficit. 27-15 with under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Flouty over to Yenzer. Yenzer thought about the three-pointer, and he passes over to Brett Schwederman.
Celina's got the lead. They can be patient here. 1:28 to go.
They look inside to Murphy, and Murphy got blocked a little bit on the way up, a little up and down action, and he picks up the travel. Now drive by Jacobs. He kicks back out to Dunlap. Down inside, nice look to Dunlap. He's all alone for the finish. Roughriders within 10.
I think St. Mary's needs to keep going to Dunlap right around the basket, especially when Merlin's not in the game. Take advantage of that matchup.
Under 45 seconds to play. Jimmy Briand drives in the lane, kicks out to Brett Schwederman. Briand, nice shot fake into the lane, tries to get it to Murphy. Looking for him, nice look down to Murphy, just a little too hot to handle. As Briand checks out of the game and back in for the Bulldogs is Caston Eichenauer. 30 seconds to play. Now Drew Jacobs, handoff Ethan Stager. Stager to Sam Young. Young finds Wilker in the corner. Three ball rattles out. Rebound by Corbin Murphy with 15 seconds left. Bulldogs bringing it up. Brett Schwederman across half court, under 10. Schwederman trying to find Eichenauer, lobs it over to Flouty, 2. And the Bulldogs not going to be able to get a shot. They turn the ball over. 1.8 seconds left. Let's see if the Roughriders can get a last-second shot to go. Wilker, baseball pass, trying to find Stager down low. I like the look, but St. Mary's not able to convert. And now as both teams go to the locker room after 16 minutes of play, the Celina Bulldogs are going to take a 10-point lead into the half, 27-17 over the St. Mary's Roughriders.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Welcome back to Findlay High School. Austin Scooter, Scott, and Roman Youngpeter bringing you this one. We're at the half here between the Celina Bulldogs and the St. Mary's Roughriders, and the Bulldogs hold down a 10-point advantage, 27-17 after 16 minutes of play. Roman, what did you like from the Bulldogs there in the first half? They really came out energetic.
They did come out with energy. They came out on defense and really did a good job of taking St. Mary's out of their half-court offense. You could tell they scouted well and they were really prepared for what St. Mary's does, and basically had St. Mary's frustrated all the way up until probably the middle of the second quarter. And with that happening, that's a big reason why Celina's out to the big lead here.
And something we kind of talked about off air is just how hard it is to beat a team a second time around. As you mentioned, Roman, why do you think that is for a team to get them the second time here? The Roughriders were able to really take control in the regular season matchup, and here so far it's been nothing but Celina.
Well, I think from the team that won the first time, St. Mary's, there's some complacency. There's some, well, we got these guys. We beat them one time. They might not quite be on their game. That doesn't mean they're not going to come back and win, but sometimes it's hard to get back up to play a team you've beaten. And for Celina, they're hungry. They didn't like that they got beat, and they're going to get the juices flowing. And they came out in the first quarter and they wanted it a little bit more than St. Mary's that first half, and it shows on the scoreboard. And I tell you what, that sort of goes back to what we were talking about. Beating a team twice is really, really hard.
So if you're head coach Craig Simchek right now in the locker room for your Roughriders, what are you telling them to come out here in the second half? What kind of tweaks and adjustments are you going to make to get your team back in this ball game?
I think you got to focus on the little things, setting screens, posting up. I think Dunlap, if they can get Dunlap the ball as close to the rim as possible, that's better for St. Mary's. In the first half, and any time Dunlap got the ball around the rim, it was a pretty good opportunity at getting 2 points, as opposed to getting the ball on the perimeter where he's maybe not quite as comfortable, taking some ill-advised shots. But I think you got to get Dunlap the ball, sort of play an inside-out game with Dunlap and Wilker to get them two going, and the other guys start contributing a little bit on defense. Things are going to go better for St. Mary's this second half.
And now let's take a look here on the stat sheet for both teams at the top two leading scorers. For the Bulldogs, they were led in the first half by 9 points by Corbin Murphy, who played really strong down inside for the green and white. And also Brandon Yenzer chipped in, and he had 7 points. On the St. Mary's side, Austin Wilker has 7 points here at the half, leading the way for them. And also Ethan Mielke had 2 3 balls in the first half to give himself 6 points here as they went into the locker room. So thank you for joining us here on the Game Face Ohio Halftime Report. We'll be back after the break with second half action in the Division II sectional tournament.
Have you heard about TSC's referral program? Refer your friends and family and you both get a credit matching the services they chose. That's right, we'll credit your invoice. There's no limit to the number of friends you can refer. So come back to your local hometown provider and bring your friends and family with you. We'll reward you both.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
IC Signs designs, creates, and installs custom eye-catching signs. We use state-of-the-art technology to produce indoor and outdoor signs, LED message boards, and vehicle wraps. We can also help you with LED light conversion, sign refurbishing, custom t-shirts, promotional items, and your print needs. Whether you know what you want or have no idea, trust the experience of IC Signs. Call IC Signs at 419-738-6640.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
We're ready for the start of the second half here at Findlay High School in the opening round of the Division II sectional tournament. And it looks like the Roughriders going to get the ball to start off the third quarter. Let's see, do you think we'll see a lob play here, Roman?
No, not here. I think they know Celina is ready for it. It's one of those plays you got to sort of be sneaky about.
I think they did see that plenty in the regular season matchup and on film with other teams as well, as that seems to be Craig Simchek's go-to to start off a quarter. But Braden Dunlap does exactly what we were talking about in the halftime report, getting to the hole for that easy two. And now the Roughriders able to chop it down to single digits to start the second half, as the Bulldogs get the ball inside to Cole Merlin, and he gets fouled by Braden Dunlap. And that's going to be our first foul of the second half.
I think overall St. Mary's just needs to tighten up their defense. I think the whole first half and even this first possession here, they weren't real tight on D. They need to tighten it up and make it a little bit tougher for Celina to do things in the half court.
Merlin is a 6'1" senior playing down in the post, and even though what he gives up in height, he definitely makes up for in his hard-nosed style of play for sure, as he's unable to get both of those free throws though. And now the Roughriders, let's see if they can continue to chip into this.
Celina's ball pressure has been outstanding the entire game. They're just giving St. Mary's fits. I think they came out and said, don't let St. Mary's just throw and shoot easy passes and easy shots. And it's working out so far for them.
Three-pointer by Colin Clements off the mark, and Kyle Flouty got the rebound for the Bulldogs. And now Schwederman inside, Corbin Murphy. High post to low post to Merlin. His shot's no good though. And now Roughriders coming the other way, Austin Wilker. And we're gonna get a foul inside Corbin Murphy. That's not the kind of foul you want to see him pick up if you're J.M. Wally here. He's been big for the Bulldogs here. And that's right, that is only his first of the game. His foul in the first half that was originally called on him actually got reversed, so not near as big a concern as I would have thought. And now Ethan Mielke to the hole, takes it up, and he's fouled by Brandon Yenzer.
8-point lead here. St. Mary's is going to try to chip away. Just take it one possession at a time on defense, try to get a stop, and try to grind it out on offense.
That was Yenzer's second personal foul, and the Bulldogs' second team foul here in the second half. as Ethan Mielke knocks down both free throws for the Roughriders, and now they're within 6. Come out of the locker room here on a 4-0 run.
St. Mary's back in a man-to-man defense here.
So I was about to say the Roughriders did, I think, close out the first there with a 2-3 zone look.
They even played it there for the first couple possessions of the third quarter here, and it was just too loose. Celina was getting anything they wanted right in the middle of that zone, so I think St. Mary's decided to switch back. Be a little bit hard-nosed a little bit there.
And we just had a Bulldog turnovers. I believe Cole Merlin got whistled for the travel. Now the Roughriders able to get some stops on defense. Let's see if they can keep it up on offense. Currently on a 4-0 run to start out the second half. Wilker, three-pointer. Shot is no good. Late on the rim for a long time as Murphy got the rebound.
These rims are loose here. I must have loosened them up.
They are. We've seen some
for the tournament or something.
Some nice courtesy rolls here so far in this one. As Kyle Flouty's pass gets picked away from Colin Clements. And now Dunlap driving. And they're going to call a body foul, a block, I believe, on Cole Merlin.
Good battle between Merlin and Dunlap. Them two guys like to go to the basket.
And now J.M. Wally, head coach from Celina, going to call a timeout and try to chop into some of this momentum the Roughriders are carrying.
Now I really think that St. Mary's is kind of getting their groove back here, figuring out how to stop Celina in their half court. And Celina on the offensive end, things aren't quite falling so far early here in the third quarter.
Roughriders came out with a quick bucket by Braden Dunlap and then 2 made free throws by Ethan Mielke. And in the meantime, they were able to get 3 defensive stops here on the Celina Bulldogs. And now they pulled within 6.
Merlin's on the bench, trying to save him from getting in foul trouble.
Inbounds pass was triggered by Drew Jacobs. Now the Roughriders, Wilker looks back up top to Dunlap. St. Mary's very patient. Wilker kicks it out to Dunlap. Now Dunlap with the drive. His shot gets blocked. And now the Bulldogs control the ball.
Dunlap just needs to keep going to the rim. He'll get some payback there. You're not going to get everyone to go in, but, you know, if you persevere, you're going to end up out on top.
I like him driving to the hole a lot more than I do having him settle for threes like he did there in the first half.
He takes it with authority.
I would definitely encourage him to continue with the penetration.
You know, like I said before, Merlin's out of the game, so Celina's kind of, you know, weaker on the inside when he's not in. Dunlap needs to take advantage of it.
Kick out, Austin Oakley, 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Austin Wilker, and he gets fouled by Oakley.
Can feel the momentum switching. You just feel it. St. Mary's is starting to get it. Let's see what happens here.
And that's the first of the game for Austin Oakley. Celina's team 4th here in the second half. As checking into the game for the Bulldogs, Jimmy Briand, as he replaces Brandon Yenzer. Roughriders got Drew Jacobs down low, misses the first attempt, gets his own rebound, stick back no good as well. And it gets rebounded by Corbin Murphy. Couple of really good looks down inside as they ran that play for Jacobs. Able to get him 2 really good looks, and now we're going to get an offensive foul on the Bulldogs. And they're going to say it, Austin Oakley pushed off or some kind of contact there, and now that's his second. Bulldogs team 5th here, 4 minutes into the second half.
Well, when you don't make them 2 bunnies, you come out just like Jacobs did.
And now Sam Young in the ball game for the Roughriders. Wilker with it, tries to go baseline. He gets cut off by Kyle Flouty. Now back up top, Colin Clements. Roughriders reverse things. Wilker with the take, gets his own rebound, but he stepped on the end line on the rebound. That was really close there. But a tight call made, and now it's going to be Celina basketball.
I didn't see it.
very, very close, especially with the white shoes and white line. I think it made a really close call. And now down inside, Murphy tries to reverse it. He's just a little short. Now Dunlap with the rebound, looking to run. He comes inside, sidesteps Austin Oakley, but his layup no good. I like that take by Dunlap still.
He had time, he just needed to be a little bit more under control and he would have finished.
He did a very good job sidestepping there what would have been an obvious charge call, so I do have to applaud him for that. And now Flouty into the lane, runs into trouble. Oakley with it on the wing.
The scoring has halted for the moment.
It has here. A defensive struggle, if you will. And now Oakley spots up. 3-ball is good. He rattles it home for the Bulldogs and puts an end to that scoring drought. As Celina actually had not scored here so far in the second half. Took them 5.5 minutes to get their first points. And now they hold a 9-point lead over the Roughriders. Brean driving, kicking around Oakley, open on the 3-point line. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, Murphy, but he gets the ball stolen away when he brought it down. Ethan Mielke there. Over to Austin Wilker. Wilker puts it up, and he's going to get whistled. And he's fouled.
Pace of this game's picked up the last couple possessions. Both teams want to, I don't know if they're just being overly aggressive or they, sense of urgency from St. Mary's, obviously. But Celina, Oakley got 2 good open looks the last 2 times down. They don't want to run. They want to sort of grind it out and keep their distance here at 9 points, maybe extend it if they can. St. Mary's feels like time might be running out on them a little bit.
And now we have some new Bulldogs and Roughriders into the game. For the Bulldogs, checking back in, it's Brandon Yenzer, Casson Eichenauer, and in tonight for the first time is Max Toby, the 6'2 sophomore. And back in also for the Roughriders is Drew Jacobs. And I think, was it Sam Young came back in, or excuse me, no, Ethan Steger actually came back into the ball game for the Roughriders there. Jimmy Brean trying to look for a cutting Eichenauer. And now Oakley with a back up top, Brean.
Merlin's still out for Celina because of the foul situation.
Now down inside, Yenzer, nice cut to the hole, and he gets 2. Sam Young loses the ball, but it goes out to Ethan Mielke. Mielke looking down inside, Steger with a little bit of a mismatch down low. Thought they had him posted up. They're still trying to look at him. They do this time. But Casson Eichenauer came over the top trying to go for the steal and almost had it. But got a little too aggressive, and he's got to pick up the foul. And now Celina has 17 fouls, so the Roughriders going to shoot free throws the last 70 seconds of this quarter and then the rest of the fourth.
Celina had Merlin and Murphy out there. St. Mary's knew it. They wanted to look for the lob to the big man inside and made a good pass and got him in a right situation, and he's at the line here.
Steger gonna shoot 1 and 1. Doesn't hit it, and rebound comes down to Murphy. Brean to the hole, tries to hang in the air. Steger able to take that away. The Roughriders the other way, looking for Dunlap, who's wide open down low. And now we're under 60 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It's a 10-point game. Looking for Jacobs off the inbound pass. Now Dunlap with it in the corner. He drives, kicks back out to Young. And Jacobs gets his pocket picked by Jimmy Brean. Brean out on the break. He tries to stop, and he's able to draw the contact from Braden Dunlap. And we'll have to see. I think they're going to call that on the floor. And they do. That's Dunlap's third, team's second here in the second half as Dunlap checks out of the game. And in for the Rough Riders is Ethan Mielke.
Breon's having a nice game. A lot of spark off the bench, making things happen.
He has, very energetic, and a couple of really nice passes in the early going too for some easy Celina buckets. And he's able to give him that offensive spark in the first half. That is now under 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Now under 10. Corbin Murphy looks to Kyle Flouty, and there's going to be a whistle.
St. Mary's is just chasing on defense on the baseline. Defender, you got to run around that screen instead of run into them. That's going to be a foul on the defense every time if you run into a screener like that. You got to have some body control and get around the guy and try to get out there to contest.
That foul went against Ethan Mielke, his third, and checking in for him is Max Mielke. And now Kyle Flouty with the clock running down. Three-pointer is no good. We have 1 quarter left to play, folks, and the Celina Bulldogs playing for their tournament life. They have a 10-point lead over the Roughriders, 32-22. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter on TSC High School Hoops.
You're on the go and don't have time for cords to be tying you down. That's why TSC created the Cord Cutter Bundle. You get big savings for bundling internet and cable, and there's no phone requirement. Choose from 20 megabyte, 50 megabyte, or 100 megabyte speeds. No phone, minimal TV, and all lightning fast internet. Ask about the Cord Cutter Bundles and come home to TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Into the halftime break with Celina on top, 27-17 over the Rough Riders, and a 5-point third quarter by each team has it at a 10-point game after 3 quarters of play as the Celina Bulldogs lead 32-22. And we saw a defensive struggle, if you will, there in the third quarter, Roman.
Both teams were trying to grind it out, trying to get something going. St. Mary's got a little bit of momentum, then Celina did a good job countering that and answering back with a couple buckets to keep it at the lead where it's at.
Cole Merlin back into the game for the Bulldogs. And Braden Dunlap starts the fourth quarter on the bench for the Rough Riders. Kyle Flouty drives, stops, uses the window on the runner. I really like that shot.
Good take.
Now Flouty gets it out to a 12-point game. Let's see how the Rough Riders respond. Down inside, Steger kicks it out to Max Mielke in the corner.
Celina's ball pressure, they have not let up. This whole game, their on-the-ball pressure has been tremendous.
And now Drew Jacobs tightly defended Brett Schwederman there. And we haven't heard a lot from Brett Schwederman here offensively, but defensively for the Bulldogs, he's applied a lot of ball pressure out there and not giving any easy looks to the Roughriders. Now the Bulldogs can probably afford to be really patient here, Roman.
Yeah, they're going to want to try to get open looks, good looks. Foul there.
We got a foul down low as Brandon Yenzer was getting the pass. And it's going to be called against number 5, Drew Jacobs, his first here of the game. And the Roughriders team fourth is coming to the bench for the Roughriders is Sam Young, Max Mielke, and Ethan Stager, as Braden Dunlap, Colin Clements, and Ethan Mielke come back into the ball game. And now the Bulldogs throw away the inbounds pass and give it back over to St. Mary's.
You know, St. Mary's here, if they can get the momentum going and get a couple baskets, one thing they do have in their favor is the foul situation. They're already in the 1-on-1 bonus. I think they need to be aggressive. Try to get Celina some more fouls, get to the line.
As the ball stays here after some discussion between the officials with the Roughriders. And now trying to feed down inside to Colin Clements. He goes back out for the mid-range jumper, no good. And now Cole Merlin the rebound, and the Bulldogs gonna run. Brandon Yenzer and one.
Good rebound, good look to leak it out ahead. The guys down the floor. Got an and one there. It's helping Celina's cause to get on to the next level of the tournament.
You can see Yenzer there on the TSC replay with the finish, the hoop and the harm, as they say, and he's going to go to the line to try to convert here for the three-point play. The Bulldogs, historically a team that likes to get out and run, and when they do, very dangerous offensively. And tonight, in the few breaks we've gotten to see them on, they have been very efficient. It's now a 15-point game with the Bulldogs on top, 37-22. And Roughriders need a bucket here. They opened up the third quarter with a 2-minute drought, and it's going to continue as Braden Dunlap misses the jumper from the elbow. Now Murphy, quick hustle by Austin Wilker as he slides trying to dive for that loose ball and just create something here for the Roughriders and some kind of spark that they can turn into something offensively.
Now it's getting to the point where St. Mary's is going to have to play perfect ball down the stretch here for five minutes or so and see if they can't get back in it. The good thing is there's enough time for them to do it.
And Bulldogs may have forced that pass down low to Murphy. It's going to end up in a turnover. Austin Wilker with it ahead to Jacobs. And that's just what the Roughriders need. A defensive stop and a fast break score as Craig Simchek, he's going to want a timeout. Going to be of the 30-second variety here to talk things over with his Roughriders.
I think coach just wants to set up a full court defense here, see if they can't get Celina to turn the ball, speed up a little bit and turn the ball over. Since Celina knows they got the lead and they're trying to grind it out in the half court and try to take as much time off the clock as possible. And then St. Mary's is going to try to speed them up here and see if they can't make some things happen and get back in the game.
And now out of the timeout, Bulldogs. Brandon Yenzer with the inbounds pass, and as Roman Youngpeter said, Roughriders going to try to set up some kind of pressure defense here. As Bulldogs very close to a 10-second call. And now Cole Merlin, as the Bulldogs taking a really slow approach, and of course, just as I say that, Yenzer able to get an easy look, so why not, as he goes to the hole and gets a lay-in. And Bulldogs up 15, 39-24. Three-pointer by Clements is good. That's what the Rough Riders need, and Craig Simchek signaling, get into that full court set. As the Bulldogs break it with ease, across to Schwieterman, and then Merlin down low, waits for the Cavalry to get there, and he's fouled.
So two things from St. Mary's at this point in the game. You know, they're going to be trapping the rest of the way out. They got to get some turnovers. But on the other hand, you know, one guy can't do it by himself. You know, basketball is a team sport. 5 guys on the floor. They're going to have to get good ball movement and get open threes or open twos to get back in this game. You know, Dunlap's not going to be able to do it himself. Wilker's not going to be able to do it himself. Hopefully they can get some ball movement and get some easy looks.
And there's an easy look right there. Cole Merlin gets it to go off the inbounds pass from Brandon Yenzer, and he draws another three-point play opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Another good, strong finish by Merlin. Like I said before, that's his bread and butter. Get it in there, be strong, get it up on the glass, get it up on the rim, and one, and get to the line, knock it down. Good things for Celina right now.
And Merlin's got the free throw as well to convert the three-point play. And now Braden Dunlap responds, missed his first three-point attempts, and he's able to get the fourth to go. And now Rough Riders cut it to 12. Seems like the Bulldogs get it up to 15. Rough Riders make a couple buckets to get it close to single digits, but not able to go any further, as now we're going to have a St. Mary's foul against Austin Wilker. And now the Bulldogs are going to be shooting free throws. Brett Schwieterman at the line as Jimmy Briand checks into the game for Brandon Yenzer. And Corbin Murphy comes in for Austin Oakley.
Celina's got to like where they're at right now. 4 minutes to go, up 12. I think they can make their free throws and take care of the ball. I think they've got a good shot to walk away with the win.
Now Schwieterman able to get that one to go in. Another loose rim case, able to get a friendly roll to get it in for the Bulldogs.
Take it any way you can, man.
That's right. As long as it goes in, it goes up on the scoreboard. And that one much easier that time for Brett Schwieterman. He knocks down a pair. And now Celina up 44-30 on St. Mary's. Mielke drive to the hoop, short jumper, no good. And now Cole Merlin going to get whistled for an over the back call when Drew Jacobs went up for the offensive rebound.
Sort of a big foul with Merlin having his fourth. You know, if the score was closer, it'd be a little bit bigger, but, you know, Merlin not being in there if he'd foul out would give St. Mary's a little bit of an advantage on the offensive end.
Both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way here as Jacobs hits the first, and the second also good, as Sam Young going to check into the ball game for Ethan Mielke.
There's going to be a lot of free throws shot in this last 4 minutes.
Four
minutes might take 45.
That's right. As now full court look again from St. Mary's, as Jimmy Briand handling the ball, lets things clear out and able to get it across to Corbin Murphy. Nice half court pass by Jimmy Briand. His distribution tonight has been incredible for the Bulldogs, Roman.
He's doing a nice job getting the open guy.
Now Clements with a three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound by Drew Jacobs, one of the smallest players on the court, coming up with the offensive board. Now Wilker glides to the hoop for two.
A lot of time left, 12-point lead.
And now we're going to get a timeout by Celina head coach J.M. Wally, and we're going to take it with him here as Celina up by 12, 46-34, with just under 3.5 minutes remaining.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back here at Findlay High School in the fourth quarter with just under 3.5 remaining. Celina Bulldogs on top of 12 over the St. Mary's Roughriders. As St. Mary's going to keep up that pressure probably the rest of the way here, as you mentioned, Roman. And now pass ahead to Corbin Murphy, who is open. And he waits for Colin Clements to get there, and he picks up the foul. And now Murphy's going to get 2.
You know, St. Mary's is pulling up on in the full court press, so they got good looks last 2 times to Murphy. Not a bad foul, because I don't think Murphy's the best free throw shooter. So you really, by putting him to not letting him have an easy hoop and putting him on the line, you're going to make him earn it.
Murphy missing the first, and here comes the second. And he's able to get that one to go.
The old Findlay roll.
That's right. And Celina out to a 13-point lead with 3:15 remaining. Braden Dunlap spots up for another 3, and he gets it to go. Here we go, talking about the halftime adjustment, getting Braden Dunlap to the hole, and now he has 2 3-pointers, and we're going to get an over and back call. That was really borderline there, as Brean was just crossing over the line, and they gave it back to him. He had a full head of steam. Coach Dan Wally definitely not liking that call. That was really close there by Brean. Don't know if he maybe still had that back foot planted in the back court for sure or not. Happened too quick here in game speed for us. As now Drew Jacobs in the lane, and he's in trouble. And they're going to call 3 seconds on him. As he had a trio of Bulldogs all over him down there, and he gets called for the 3-second violation.
St. Mary's got to make something happen here if they're going to get back here.
And now pass by Austin Oakley, gets kneed away. Flouty able to run it down, and that's Brean. Now cutting to the lane, nice pass, oh my goodness. I don't know where these passes are coming from Brean, but they are hot and right on the money, but Austin Oakley traveled down low, they say, and that's going to be a turnover for the Bulldogs.
Sometimes at this level, guys are really good passers. Sometimes the other guys can't quite handle them, and they travel and turn the ball over.
Colin Clements, you want to talk about a funny bounce. He is able to get it there, and that's another Rough Rider triple, and they have this within 7 now, Roman.
A lot of time. Still a lot of time. You know,
2.5, yeah.
2.5 minutes. You know, Celina's trying to take air out of the ball a little bit, and, you know, they turned the ball over last possession. Now you turn the ball over the possession on an over and back there, and, you know, 7 points. Not unheard of, coming down from 7 with 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the game.
And the amount of irony that we bring to a broadcast, Roman. We talk about Braden Dunlap in the first half with his three-point struggles, missing all 3 of them. He comes out here in the fourth quarter, and I think he's hit 2 here so far. And that was also followed up with a Colin Clements 3. And now the Roughriders down into single digits, just a 7-point game. Also this week, as we headed into sectional tournament time, the WBL Western Buckeye League all league teams were announced, and we had some Bulldogs and Roughriders on each. For Celina, Cole Merlin was a second-team All-WBLer, and also for the Bulldogs, that honorable mention was Brett Schwederman. And on the St. Mary's side, Austin Wilker, the senior, able to get third-team All-WBL honors, and also joining Brett Schwederman on the honorable mention team was Braden Dunlap.
St. Mary's gonna have to pick a guy to foul, maybe. Oh, or not.
Yenzer able to get another defensive stop, are the Roughriders. And now coming the other way with Austin Wilker to Clements. Same spot as the last 3, short though. And Merlin gets the rebound. It was like good open look there by Clements in the same spot he hit his last 3 from for that timeout. And now the Bulldogs going to go back to maybe trying to eat into that clock.
St. Mary's going to have to foul here if Celina just takes their time and nothing but an open shot.
And St. Mary's does so, and it looks like maybe Austin Wilker is going to be whistled for that one.
That's not a terrible situation there, fouling Merlin, because he's not the best of foul shooters for the Bulldogs.
He hasn't been here so far tonight, as now Colin Clements picks up his 4th of the ball game, and the Roughriders are at 10, so the Bulldogs will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way, as Merlin able to knock down the first. And into the game for the Roughriders, Ethan Mielke replacing Sam Young. Second free throw by Merlin is in.
The old Finley roll again there.
That's right. And now it's a 9-point game as Ethan Mielke fouled hard by Jimmy Briand. Now we saw a bunch of those hard fouls in the regular season matchup between these two teams. Got really chippy in that game, and haven't seen near the many hard fouls as we did in that one.
Which is surprising. But right there, Celina,
especially a tournament game.
Celina doesn't need the foul because they're stopping the clock for St. Mary's.
But that said, though, Mielke does miss the first free throw.
Right.
Mielke able to get the second, though, and now back in for St. Mary's is Sam Young checking in for Mielke.
St. Mary's with 2 timeouts, Celina with 3. Sure, both coaches are going to utilize those at some point here.
Absolutely, going to be a long minute 30 left still. As Roughriders trying to trap Yenzer in the backcourt. Briand up ahead to Kyle Flouty off the glass for 2. Flouty able to slip behind that St. Mary's defense and get the bucket. And now Sam Young, open 3 ball, no good. Long rebound, Flouty tips it up to himself, behind the back dribble. Shot might have been blocked from behind there. That would have been an amazing finish by Flouty. That probably would have gone down as my play of the game. Is now Briand the steal, up ahead to Flouty. Flouty lays it in. And now we're gonna get a timeout.
No, and one.
And one, okay. I thought Craig Simchek had whistled a quick timeout there.
No.
And they call a late and one opportunity. Jimmy Briand, the spark he has brought to the Bulldogs tonight, may be what carries them in to the sectional championship game here if they can hold on for the last 56.8 seconds. He has been everywhere, offensively, defensively, just all over the court tonight.
Flouty's had a good game tonight too. He's really brought it.
And now a deep 3 by Braden Dunlap. Doesn't get it this time, and a nice tip by Ethan Mielke. Gets it to go. And the Roughriders still facing an 11-point deficit, 54-43. And we're going to take the timeout here with them as well now. A full timeout. Bulldogs on top, 54-43.
Have you heard about TSC's referral program? Refer your friends and family and you both get a credit matching the services they chose. That's right, we'll credit your invoice. There's no limit to the number of friends you can refer. So come back to your local hometown provider and bring your friends and family with you. We'll reward you both.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
IC Signs designs, creates, and installs custom eye-catching signs. We use state-of-the-art technology to produce indoor and outdoor signs, LED message boards, and vehicle wraps. We can also help you with LED light conversion, sign refurbishing, custom t-shirts, promotional items, and your print needs. Whether you know what you want or have no idea, trust the experience of IC Signs. Call IC Signs at 419-738-6640.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
47.2 seconds remaining in this Division II sectional opener at Findlay High School, as the Bulldogs have put together a strong 4 quarters in this one, and they lead 54-43 over the St. Mary's Roughriders. And now Bulldogs trying to break through the pressure defense of St. Mary's, and we're going to get a foul as Sam Young ties up Cole Merlin.
It's a matter of making free throws for Celina.
And now Merlin at the line, as that was Sam Young's first foul of the game for the Rough. First free throw is good by Merlin. Second on the way from the senior, not able to get it. Rebound by Dunlap. Roughriders quickly ahead. Dunlap kicks out to Drew Jacobs. Now Clements over to Mielke. 3-pointer is short. Rebound by Kyle Flouty. He's going to get it ahead to Merlin. Merlin on the break, gets the lay in. And that may be the insurance Celina needed, as now it's a 14-point lead. 3-pointer by Wilker off the mark. Dunlap tries to get the rebound, and they're going to say Cole Merlin with a foul there on the rebound. And is that Merlin's 5th, Roman? I can't.
They called it on him, it
I'm
is.
pretty sure that is his 5th. Indeed it is. He's going to foul out of this one, but boy, he was a crucial factor here for the Bulldogs down the stretch, as he checks out of the game with a huge standing ovation from the Bulldog faithful, and deservedly so here, as Braden Dunlap hits his first free throw.
Celina came out tonight, put together a really nice team effort.
And now Dunlap able to get the second, as well as Sam Young checks back in on the offensive-defensive substitution with Ethan Mielke. 16.1 seconds remaining. It's a 12-point game. Yenzer inbound to Brett Schwieterman. And I think St. Mary's is going to let the Bulldogs dribble it out. Well, the first go-around this season on February 9th, the Roughriders were able to get the 9-point victory. And now here tonight in the opening round of the sectional tournament, the Bulldogs pick up the 12-point victory, 57-45 over the Roughriders. Stay tuned after this break for the Game Face Ohio post-game show.
You're on the go and don't have time for cords to be tying you down. That's why TSC created the Cord Cutter Bundle. You get big savings for bundling internet and cable, and there's no phone requirement. Choose from 20 megabyte, 50 megabyte, or 100 megabyte speeds. No phone, minimal TV, and all lightning fast internet. Ask about the Cord Cutter Bundles and come home to TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Hello, Frost Roofing.
Frost Roofing holds the same core values our company was founded upon nearly 9 decades ago. We proudly provide quality craftsmanship and top-notch service to each client we serve. We're licensed by several major roofing manufacturers to give you the right recommendations at the best value for your investment. With state-of-the-art equipment, cutting-edge technology, and our honest way of doing business, Frost Roofing is our area's preferred commercial roofing experts. To learn more, visit frost-roofing.com or call 419-739-ROOF.
Stars and Stripes Graphics is your local screen printer located just east of the St. Mary's Memorial High School. Visit our showroom for all things Rough Rider, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, ball caps, and more. We also carry items for New Knoxville Rangers and select collegiate gear for Ohio State and Michigan. Stars and Stripes Graphics, your local screen printer.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Welcome back one final time to Findlay High School, as tonight the Celina Bulldogs came away with the victory over the St. Mary's Roughriders here in the opening round of the Division II sectionals at Findlay. And Roman, what were the Bulldogs able to do to avenge that regular season loss that they had to the Roughriders?
I think Celina came out, played very good on the ball defense, better than they did the first time these two teams matched up, and I think that was a big difference in the game. They took St. Mary's out of their half-court offense, made them work a lot harder for everything they could get, and that was the difference in the game.
And now let's take a look at the leading scorers each way, starting with the Celina Bulldogs. They were led tonight with 14 points from 6-foot sophomore Brandon Yenzer. Also chipping in for the Bulldogs was Corbin Murphy with 12. And he was a really big threat inside and a key to the Bulldogs offense there in the early going. And also for the Bulldogs, second team all WBL senior Cole Merlin got into double digits with 10, including some key free throws and 3-point plays there down the stretch. And now on the St. Mary's side, they were led tonight by Braden Dunlap, the 6'4 junior, who was an honorable mention All-Western Buckeye Leaguer this year. The Roughriders are going to really look forward to having him back next season. A player they will not have back next season, though, was Austin Wilker, the 6'2 senior, who was third team All-WBL this year. He had 10 points in his final game here as a Rough Rider. So the Bulldogs are going to move on to play number 1 seeded Wauseon here for the sectional championship. So that'll be an interesting matchup. The Bulldogs improved to 6-17 overall here on the season. And for the Roughriders, they close out their 2018 campaign with a 7-16 record. Now make sure you stay tuned. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night at 11 p.m. as the Wapakoneta Redskins will open up sectional play against Napoleon in the opening round of the sectional tournament. And the winner of that game will actually go on to play the winner of Shawnee and Toledo Scott. So make sure you check back in tomorrow night at 11 p.m. to watch the Wapakoneta Redskins take on Napoleon at Lima Senior. For everyone here on our camera crew, including Nick and all of the guys in the truck, Roman Youngpeter beside me, I'm Austin Scooter Scott, saying keep on keeping on from Findlay High School.